Now, I'll not surprise you to learn that this video is brought to you with Squarespace. From online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the perfect place to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. If you're thinking of setting up a website in 2024 or beyond, Squarespace should be your place to go. There's loads of tools on there to enable you to build a beautiful website that not only looks amazing, but also works amazingly as well. It is set up absolutely perfectly, so you can kick off with an amazing template. You can then set up email campaigns, you can build membership areas, subscriptions, you can optimize SEO, PPC, really important stuff, and even put time-delayed content out as well. It's really, really simple to use. It's designed with you in mind. Get involved, use my code there and my special link, which is in the pinned comment and in the description. You'll save some money when setting up a website. And if you're not ready now, save the link, and when you are, get involved because you will save some cash with that. As always, let me know what you create. For now, let's head over to the pavement and we'll kick off.
Hello, and welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a video where my voice has completely disappeared. I'm going to come slightly closer to the camera here. Today, I'm with the ABT VZ from Cupra. This is an extraordinarily limited, exciting car, and a car that I've been desperate to drive since I learned about it. I think back in 2021, there's only going to be 120 of these cars coming to the UK, so this is a bit of an exclusive. I'm super lucky to be able to get behind the wheel of this. I've been using it this weekend. I've been incredibly ill. My voice is gone. Grail Watch Club was a headline sponsor for Roy Castle Lung Cancer Foundation event, so I've been up in Manchester at that. I've also got very ill. I've got no sleep whatsoever as well on top of that, so my voice is battered, but we're here today to talk about this. So let's spin the camera around and explain exactly why this thing's so special, what it's like to drive. Then we're going to go and take it out. We're also going to listen to it because it's got an Akrapovic exhaust on it. So let's go. So those that are into Cupras will know that the VZ is the range-topping Formentor in the UK. There is a VZ5 that's available in Europe, which has got the 2.5 litre 5-cylinder engine in it from the RS3 and whatnot, which actually beats the RS3. But in the UK, the most powerful version you can get is the VZ, which is what this car is based on. But not only that, this car is an official collaboration with ABT, their motorsports division. ABT, most of you will know. If you're watching this video, you'll know all about ABT already, but they have worked on this car with Cupra in an official capacity. So this car is going to be offered through Cupra's official dealer networks and usual supply chain, which is absolutely amazing. They've even done this. So headline stats then. So power's been outrated by about 60 brake horsepower, so you're up to 365 odd brake, which is absolutely mental, coming from the 2 litre turbocharged engine. 0 to 60 has gone down from 4.9 to 4.6 seconds, which is absolutely ridiculous. And ABT have done other styling tweaks, which you'll notice almost straight away. For the first time, we have 20-inch wheels on the VZ, which are ridiculous. These lovely kind of forged multi-spoke affairs. Lovely detailing on the inside of the wheel there. I'm so sorry about the state of the car. It has been very, very well used over the past couple of days, and I don't like washing press cars because I don't want to wash them in a rush and swell the paint and whatever. Like with my own cars, I'll only just get them properly detailed. I don't do a quick wash because it damages the paint. So I give them back. They've got detailing teams on site. They can do it, but I don't want to risk damaging anything. There's loads of lovely little details as well. You've got ABT on the valve caps there as well. You'll also notice that you get gold Brembos on this car also. There are subtle styling tweaks around the car as well, many of which you'll know and love from the Formentor already, but around the back it gets really aggressive. We have the badging on the back, but you also get, as I mentioned, Akrapovic or Akrapovic, however you want to say it, exhaust on there as well. So we're going to fire that up in a sec. We're going to listen to that. What I love is it's done in a factory way. It's not like it's been through Halfords backwards. It's all done in a really official, cohesive and kind of professional way, really, and that extends inside. Before we hop in then, I believe that ABT have dropped the car slightly as well, so the ride height is slightly lower, but you still get that raised profile, which makes it absolutely perfect for UK roads. It's borderline impossible to get any form of scrape on it going over speed bumps and potholes. Even though you've got low profile tyres, this car rides so comfortably, and we'll get into that as well when we go inside. But let's just show you a couple of details, because for the first time ever, we've also got bucket seats as well, cup seats in here, carbon backed bucket seats. They're extraordinarily comfortable. You've got manual adjustment on here and you can drag it forward with the usual setup. But what I do want to show you is the back. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Carbon backed bucket seats, and as I say, you can adjust them as well, which is absolutely key goods. You obviously also get 3 seats in the back as normal. You get this lovely copper stitching, and also this is one of my favorite things. One of my favorite things, actually, they haven't messed about. You got an ABT logo even on the start-stop button here. Steering wheel's mega. It's a really cool place to be. I'm going to hit that button though, but I'm going to set up a camera out of the back so you can listen to it. It's not that dramatic, I must say, but it's a really nice factory sound. It's not over the top. It's not going to ruin your life or get you evicted. It's good stuff. Well, let's fire up then. You see at the top here, this means just comfort mode. And when you press this button down here, you can go through Sport, Cupra, which is like the aggressive mode. You've also got individual settings, and you hear the exhaust shutting. You've also got off-road as well. Let's put it in Cupra. You can hear the valves changing there. So then, what's it like to drive? You'll notice that I'm not actually shouting that loudly. If I was to shout, you would be able to hear me. My voice would disappear. It's really nice to drive just to waft about. Just as a daily, if you're thinking about one of these and you want to have some fun on the weekend, but you also want a car that doesn't actually annoy you to live with day to day, it's actually absolutely perfect. This took us to Manchester and back, myself and my business partner James, in total comfort. We just sat there, I was cruising in comfort mode, happy as Larry. These seats, as I said, they're fully adjustable, and they've actually got loads of padding. They've got loads of support, but there is loads of adjustability as well. They actually pump up and down, they slide forward and back as you'd probably expect, but you can also adjust the rake as well. But there is a lot of padding and a lot of bucketing as well, so most manufacturers could take a lot of note of these seats. They're really good, and they look awesome as well. Absolutely amazing. The detail's really good, the finishing's amazing too, the stitching's really cool, the motifs on them. I'm a big fan of these seats, so well done Cupra on that. And it means that you can be a bit silly in the car, throw yourself around and whatnot, and you get held in, but you can also do a 3-4 hour journey and be absolutely fine. Fuel economy was above 30 mpg on the motorway, and I don't really hang around on the motorway, 70 tops, but again, just things like that, it's not going to annoy you as a daily driver. So in comfort mode, no qualms whatsoever. The ride comfort's perfect. If you do hit the occasional pothole, it will soak it up, and absolutely no grievances with that at all. Cabin noise is great, visibility is fantastic, and being slightly raised up, it is really good to use every day. So spot on, top marks for that. The infotainment has been a bugbear of mine before with Cupra. I must say, that has lessened. I'm completely used to it now. It's mainly just the aircon, but once you know where everything is and how to turn it on and off, it's actually not bad at all. I'm used to it now, so I'm kind of going to dial back on how eggy I was about the infotainment. It still isn't the best, don't get me wrong, and where the controls are at the bottom of the screen is kind of annoying still. They're kind of like touch screen, but you can't really tell whether you've touched it or anything. Not perfect. That's one thing I would say in here. But as I say, I'm nowhere near as angry about it as I used to be. Absolutely fine. Not going to lose my mind. So then, put it into Cupra mode, and you almost get a different car. Don't know if you can hear that. A little bit of overrun there. The gearbox is fantastic. Seamless changes, absolutely as you'd expect from a VAG Group performance car. No gripes there whatsoever. So pressing that Cupra button not only means you get slightly louder, your throttle response improves, the suspension stiffens up slightly, and you just get an altogether different beast. It's almost 2 cars in one. I mean, it's absolutely rapid. Mid-range is ridiculous. Obviously, being a 2-litre turbocharged engine, you do need to get it in the right rev range. There's a little bit of lag, as you'd expect, but anyone who's used to driving a turbocharged car will know how to get the best out of this car. It's obviously the lump from the Golf R. You'll all know the engine back to front by now. It's a brilliant engine. A hell of a lot of torque, and as I say, when you get it in the right rev range, it really does pull. I've got to be very careful about my driving right now, because I am in a 40, I think, right now, so I need to behave. But we don't drive like idiots on this channel. It's immoral, and it does lead to damage and harm on the road. So you catch my drift though. It corners really well. There's nowhere near as much roll and pitch as you would think in a car of this height. It really does do it all. And if I was to choose one of these over a Golf R, because that's what most people will be asking and comparing it to, really, it's going to have to be one of these. They're super rare. I've had loads of people asking what it is as well. I think Cupra have done an amazing job with their branding, and to kind of clarify for those that don't know where Cupra really fit in and whether or not it's still Seat. So Seat still make cars. You've still got the Seat Ibiza, which recently celebrated its birthday, but Cupra are their performance arm of that. So Cupra are their performance cars. So anything with a Cupra badge on it is going to be performance orientated. You can tell with like the bronzy copper detailing on the inside and the out. Cupra means spicy, basically. And you've obviously got the Cupra Born, which is their tiny electric hot hatch, if you like. Really nicely done car. So in time, Cupra will be making more electric, hot, spicy vehicles, but they will also, I believe, be continuing with these petrol cars, at least for the time being, which is great news for fans of both of those things. They're obviously in motorsport alongside ABT as well, which kind of has been the inspiration for this car. And they're quite like a forward-thinking sort of young brand. They kind of get it. I've been to a load of events and stuff with them, and by the way, I'm not being paid to be nice about this car. I mean, it'd be nice, Cupra, if you want to send me some cash for this video, then by all means I can send you an invoice. Let me know a number to put on it, but I'm not being paid to be nice about this. If I hated it, I would be completely honest and say it was awful. I don't know the exact pricing yet. There are a few details yet to be released on this car. It's kind of, if you know, you know. There hasn't been a massive fanfare about it. It kind of got announced in 2021 that it might be done. And ABT have done stuff with the VZ5 over in Europe. But in terms of the VZ ABT, which is this one, the 370 PS version, it's not really been that talked about. I hadn't really got any idea that it was even coming over until I got an email from the guys at Cupra and the girls saying, do you want to come and drive it? To which I was like, yeah, 100%. Who says no to that? So it's quite cool. If you know, you know. And I've not been disappointed. As I say, I took this up to Manchester as my vehicle of choice, and I took it via the Cotswolds on the way home to do some admin out there. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And in Cupra mode, you just get like bop, 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 bop on the overrun, but not in like a synthetic, horrible way. Don't know if you can hear that. Probably not. Rubbish camera. It is brilliant. Other boring things to note. Just being picky. I mean, you shouldn't really need it in a performance car, but I would like a panoramic roof. I'm not sure that's an option. The press cars don't seem to have them. I don't know if it's an option on these. I suspect not, but if you like roofs, that might be something that rattles your cage. Otherwise though, practicality is fantastic. The rear view camera, parking sensors, all that stuff works really well. No daily bugbears there. You've got a wireless charging port for your phone right there in the cubby hole. You've got 2 drinks holders here. You've got loads of space in here. You have 2 USB-C slots in the front, and it comes with an adapter to a normal USB. Everything's very well made. Nothing feels horrible. It's all very well stitched. And I think the level of fit and finish here is probably over and above what you'd get in a VW or an Audi. Another awesome thing I've just actually remembered whilst talking to you, ABT have put bigger paddles on here as well. So you've got bigger paddles on the paddle shift, so they're easier to tap, and they are adjoined to the steering wheel, as they should be. They go round with the wheel, so you don't need to find them. Like I think on Lambos they have them fixed to the steering wheel stalk. So if you're on lock, you have to then go back and find the shifter. This is attached to the steering wheel. Right, let's down into second. Jesus. Very good. Very, very good. Massive fan of this car. As I said at the start then, if you skipped it to dodge the advert or whatever it is you were doing, there are only going to be a scheduled 120 cars to come to the UK. Now that is subject to final confirmation, I believe, so it might be even less than that. I know they're queuing around the block for these ABT things in Europe, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but they're obviously right-hand drive, which is great. A lot of the time when these kind of performance specials come over here, they end up being lefties, but it's cool they've made it in right-hand drive. I think it's great. You can obviously option it with satin paint as well, that really nice dark blue satin finish that Cupra have got on some of their press cars. I hope you heard that little pop there. I love the exhaust, I love the job they've done in it. It's loud, it's fun, it's exciting, it is silly, but it's not stupid to the point of making passers-by think that you've got something missing in the trouser department. Oh, someone's ringing me, hold on. For now then, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Cupra for allowing me to drive this car. Probably the first and last time I'll ever go in one, they're that rare. much appreciated. And if you're on the fence about trying a Formentor, then do go and test drive one as soon as you can. I think they're fantastic pieces of kit. Even in non-ABT format, the VZ is one of my favourite kind of do-it-all, daily, fun, hot hatch, everything cars, and it's definitely something that I consider for my personal fleet, for Ianthe and myself, just as a fun weekday daily. Big thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching again, and if there's a sponsor at the start of the video, please do make sure you hit the pinned comment and the link in it. Even if you open it, a new window in the background, even opening it really helps my channel and helps me continue to mess around for a living. Ciao for now, guys. Bye.